Top 10 biggest fights in NASCAR history. NASCAR is known for its high-speed drama and intense competition, but sometimes the action spills off the track and into physical altercations. Here are the top 10 biggest fights in NASCAR history, showcasing the heated rivalries and raw emotions that make the sport so thrilling. 10. Jeff Gordon versus Brad Keselowski. In the 2014 AAA Texas 500, a late race collision between Jeff Gordon and Brad Keselowski sparked a massive brawl on pit road. Gordon was battling for the lead when Keselowski made contact, cutting Gordon's tire and ruining his chances of a win. The incident led to an intense scuffle involving both drivers and their crews, highlighting the high stakes of the chase for the Sprint Cup. 9. Richard Childress versus Kyle Busch. Team owner Richard Childress took matters into his own hands when he physically confronted Kyle Busch following a Truck Series race at Kansas Speedway in 2011. Childress was upset over Busch's aggressive driving against his driver, Joey Coulter. The 65-year-old Childress reportedly put Busch in a headlock and delivered several punches, showing that tempers can flare even off the track. 8. Jeff Gordon versus Clint Bowyer. The 2012 Advocare 500 at Phoenix saw a dramatic on-track incident between Jeff Gordon and Clint Bowyer that led to an all-out brawl. After Bowyer made contact with Gordon, Gordon retaliated by wrecking Bowyer, sparking a massive fight in the garage area. The brawl involved crews from both teams and even saw Bowyer sprinting through the garage to confront Gordon. 7. Cale Yarborough versus Donnie Allison. One of the most famous fights in NASCAR history occurred at the 1979 Daytona 500. On the final lap, Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison collided while battling for the lead, crashing into the infield. After exiting their cars, the two drivers began fighting, with Bobby Allison joining in to defend his brother. The brawl was broadcast live on national television, bringing NASCAR significant attention and solidifying its place in American sports culture. 6. Kevin Harvick versus Greg Biffle. During the 2002 Food City 500 at Bristol, Kevin Harvick and Greg Biffle clashed on the track and then took their feud to the garage area. Harvick, upset over Biffle's aggressive driving, climbed onto Biffle's car and attempted to confront him physically. The incident highlighted the intense rivalries that can develop in the heat of competition, especially on short tracks like Bristol. 5. Tony Stewart versus Joey Logano. The 2013 Auto Club 400 saw a heated exchange between Tony Stewart and Joey Logano. After Logano blocked Stewart on a late restart, preventing him from contending for the win, Stewart confronted Logano on pit road. The confrontation quickly escalated into a shoving match, with crew members from both teams joining the fray. Stewart's frustration with Logano's aggressive tactics was evident in the ensuing melee. 4. Denny Hamlin versus Joey Logano. The rivalry between Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano boiled over during the 2013 Food City 500 at Bristol. After a series of on-track incidents, the two drivers confronted each other on pit road, leading to a physical altercation. The fight was a continuation of their feud from the previous week at Bristol, demonstrating how quickly tensions can escalate in NASCAR. 3. Matt Kenseth versus Brad Keselowski. Following the 2014 Bank of America 500 at Charlotte, Matt Kenseth took issue with Brad Keselowski's aggressive driving. Keselowski had made contact with Kenseth during the cool-down lap, sparking anger. Kenseth tackled Keselowski from behind in the garage area, resulting in a wild brawl involving several crew members. The incident highlighted the intense emotions that can arise during the playoffs. 2. Jeff Gordon versus Matt Kenseth. In the 2006 Food City 500, Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth clashed on the final lap, leading to a post-race altercation. After Kenseth made contact with Gordon, causing him to spin out of contention, Gordon confronted Kenseth on pit road. Gordon shoved Kenseth, igniting a physical confrontation between the two drivers. The incident underscored the intense rivalry and high stakes involved in NASCAR racing. 1. Carl Edwards versus Brad Keselowski. The 2010 Nationwide Series race at Gateway was marked by a dramatic and dangerous confrontation between Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski. After a late race collision that saw Keselowski spin into the wall, Edwards retaliated by intentionally wrecking Keselowski on the final lap, causing a massive crash. The post-race brawl between their crews added to the chaos, making this one of the most memorable and controversial fights in NASCAR history. These fights in NASCAR history showcase the passion, intensity, and sometimes outright aggression that can arise in the heat of competition. These altercations, while controversial, are a testament to the high stakes and fierce rivalries that define NASCAR racing.